Hi, my name is Sarah Smith. This video is for COM 111. This is a summer course that is running from June 27th through August 3rd. The purpose of this video is to help you understand how Blackboard is set up and my expectations for the course and how to navigate Blackboard. This is a very short 5-week class, so we are going to jump right in starting on day 1. So it's important that you understand how to navigate Blackboard and where things are located in order to be successful. The entire course will be available for you starting on day 1, so it might feel a little bit overwhelming, but I find that students have different schedules in the summer, and it's helpful if they can work ahead when they have the time available. When you log on to Blackboard, it will look something like what you can see in the background here. So there are several different tabs over on the left-hand side, so I'm going to spend just a little bit of time going through each of these tabs and what you will find there. The first one I want to point you to is the syllabus. So this is really an important document that you will use throughout each of your courses that you take at the university. It details the expectations from your instructor and everything that you need to do during the semester. I'm not going to go through each of these parts in detail. Please make sure that you take some time to read through the syllabus so that you understand the expectations. I do want to point you to a couple of different things. You will find the different requirements for the course. I will be going through each of these in a little bit more detail in both this video and other videos you will find in week 1. Email is the best way to reach me. On Blackboard, you will find a tab that says Contact Instructor, and this is where you can find my email address. I try to get back to students within 24 hours. If it is a weekend, it might take me a little bit longer to get back to you, but I will try to let you know when you can expect an answer from me if I can't answer you fully right away. Other things that you will find in the syllabus are, let me scroll down here, are the different assignments that are due with their due dates. So you'll notice that I have this broken up into different weeks. Our first week runs from June 27th to July 6th. It's a little bit of a longer week because of the 4th of July holiday in there, but you'll notice that we are jumping in right away. You do have an assignment that is due on the 29th, and then other assignments that are due a week from them on July 6th. Back on Blackboard, another area that I want to draw your attention to are the OER textbooks that we'll be using for this course. We will be using both communication in the real world and interpersonal communication. And those can both be found by using the links here. The first one, communication in the real world, looks like this, and the interpersonal communication text looks like this. You'll note that there are a variety of different ways that you can actually read this book. You can download it, you can read it in your web browser, you can download it onto your Kindle or your laptop, or however you want to do that, whatever works best for you. And that's how both of these texts work. The advantage of an OER textbook, which stands for Open Educational Resource, is that it's available for you to use for free throughout the semester. And then when you're done with the class, you can actually still access it, but you don't have to spend any of your money on buying textbooks. Please pay attention on the homework assignments so you know exactly which text we'll be using so that doesn't get mixed up. The next area I'd like to draw your attention to is the weekly assignments. So for each week of the class, there will be a different folder. So this week is week 1, so we will be looking at the assignments that are due between June 27th and July 6th. So the first thing I want you to do in each of the weeks is to start with the outline. So the outline will look something like this with the date on the top, and then it will have a list of different assignments that are due. So I'm going to go through each of these so you know what to do during this first week of the class. The first thing that you need to do is to review the syllabus, watch this introduction from me, and to familiarize yourself with the Blackboard classroom. I showed you where you can find the syllabus, and of course, if you're watching this video, you figured out how to find that. If you have any questions or concerns after watching this video, please make sure that you reach out. The second thing that I'm going to ask you to do is to complete an introduction video. This is a time where you will tell me a little bit about yourself and what your expectations are for this class, your major, some things that you're interested in, maybe both for this class and outside of class as well. There is a separate handout for the introduction video. It is right here. So this is the things that I will be looking for within your introduction video. This handout also tells you how to record and upload. So I am going to ask you to use YouTube for uploading your videos and then sharing YouTube with the class. So the reason that I ask you to use YouTube is because it is one of the easiest ways to include it has the closed captioning for people so that you can read along with it, and so that's why we use YouTube. It's usually pretty user-friendly as well, and many students have already used YouTube in some capacity, so that's why we do that. If you're not sure how to record and upload, it goes into detail here, and I'd be happy to make you a video showing you that as well if you have any questions or concerns. And it goes through how to share it on Blackboard step by step as well. So on Blackboard, there is a group area, so you'll be working in small groups within the class. Probably around 5 students depending on the enrollment for the class, and that might shift just a little bit as students add to the class or drop the class as the first week or so goes on, so please be patient with me as we get those set up. So you can reach the groups in 2 different ways. There's a link right here in the first week folder, or you can click here where it says group discussion board. So for the introduction video, you will click on your group. Mine shows both of the groups because I'm the instructor. When you click on it, there will be only one option for you to click on. You will click on group discussion board. This is where everything will be submitted within the group area. And the very first thing is the introduction video. So when you click on here, by the time you look at the course, there will be an introduction video from me, but you will click create thread and then upload your video. And again, there are directions on how to do that are included in this week's folder, as well as right here on the main group discussion board. So if we go back to the outline, you need to complete the video introduction. This also gives you a chance to practice what it's like to record and upload, because you will be doing that several times during the class. The next thing that you will need to do is to participate in class discussions. There is a different video that tells you about the class discussions that's included in week 1. Also, you will need to complete your first speaking prompt, and there is a separate video for that as well. You do have some chapter assignments that are due for the first week of class. Those you can find in the week 1 folder by scrolling down. I actually have a separate folder that says reflection assignments, and you will find the first 3 chapter assignments there. You will be using the text communication in the real world, which is the text that looks like this, and it's listed here as well. The reflection assignments are a Google Doc that looks like this. So my suggestion to you would be to log in to your Gmail account that's affiliated with the university, copy and paste this into your own Google Doc, and then answer the questions. Please note that I try to make this as easy as possible for you by telling you where in the chapter you can find the information. So for example, question 2 says in chapter 1, section 2, and then it asks you a question. So instead of reading the entire chapter and then answering the questions, I encourage you to look at the question and go to the part of the text where that is located. These textbooks are really big and contain tons of information, and we're just doing a brief overview of the different areas of communication. So I don't want you to spend a terrible amount of time going through each of the chapters when I can point you in the right direction so that you can get the information that is needed. So you're going to do that for the first 3 chapters in communication in the real world. Once you have that done, you can simply copy and paste your submission link here. If you need assistance doing that, of course, feel free to send me an email and I can help you with that. Okay, so again, for week 1, you are looking through the syllabus, completing your video introduction, discussion board, a speaking prompt, and you have some chapter assignments to do. I've also included the link for the paper that is due at the end of the 5 weeks. It's just there. If you have a chance to look at it, it will be in each of the week folders. I will have a separate video explaining that paper and what needs to be done for that. This was a ton of information. I know it can feel really overwhelming at the beginning of this class. So if you need to watch this video a couple of times, feel free to do that. If you're still feeling a little confused, of course, please reach out. Feel free to email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I am looking forward to getting to know each of you better this week as you complete your introduction videos, and I always enjoy these quick semesters where we can get through the information and still have fun during the summer. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I hope you have a great day.